showing me. You'd accredit me with...
Most chefs don't pack 500 cartridges and a shotgun complete with novelty cover on a trip to the cash and carry, but that's essentially what Mark Gilchrist is up to. With the crops now off, he's been asked to knock down the wood pigeon population a peg or two on a farm near Gatwick Airport. Just perfect for a chef who runs a cookery business specialising in game and pest cuisine. In his line of work, he does get through quite a few birds.
All of the pigeons I shoot, I use. In my cooking, we get through 5,000–6,000 pigeons a year.
His farmer friend Jim has built the hide for us, and Mark sets out the decoys and a whirligig.
Like that.
You stick your whirly at this end of the rows with your pattern perhaps a little bit below them.
I think the most important thing you can do with all these things is if it's not working, you've got to change it. Don't sit there all day, you know, watching pigeons flare from your decoys. You've got to keep going and changing it, or, you know, if you're in the wrong place, you've got to move. That's the key to it, I think.
There's no camo netting, just a camo top, and a lot of keeping low and peering through the loose stuff on the bales. It's not long before the pigeons start showing an interest.
Clay pigeon shooting practice coming into its own, boys and girls.
Mark is a very happy chef. You don't get a grin like that in a supermarket, even with the best buy one get one free offer. After a while, Mark tidies up the field, adding the birds he's shot to the decoy pattern. He says you can't beat having the real thing to bring them in.
Every hour or so we'll have a tidy up. So what people sometimes do with pigeon shooting is do a lot of pigeon shooting, let's say get 30 or 40 birds out, and all of a sudden they're spread all around your hide and your pattern stops working. Because the good thing about that pattern is hopefully they're always going to drop in just there. Yeah? So if you've got pigeons laid all over the place, then they start dropping into the dead birds. So we'll have a tidy up and thicken up our pattern by putting all the dead birds laid out neatly, and to thicken the pattern up so that it draws more birds into the same place. Yeah?
He's now wading through the cartridges and the pigeons.
I've got fairly cheap 7.5s, but they kill pigeons very well, and I get on with them, so I just don't use anything else.
He even spots a jay, which the farmer will also be glad to see the back of.
Jay, I really want to shoot it for the farmer. Jays are a bit cleverer than pigeons.
By the end of the morning, he's shot about 100 birds.
We're really coming in thick and fast now. It's just going to get better and better as the afternoon goes on.
Mark knows he's a lucky man, combining his two passions, shooting and cooking, especially when the day job can be so hot and stressful. But Mark is a glutton for punishment, and to turn up the heat this summer, he decided to open a restaurant with a bunch of students with no cooking experience. These sixth form pupils from King's School in Canterbury are getting a lesson in natural foods.
That's it. Use the meat cleaver, yeah?
The group are expected to get involved in all aspects of the preparation, be it rabbit, trout, pigeon or deer.
It looks like a fit, healthy animal. Didn't observe any abnormal behaviour.
Mark's restaurant is accepting guests during the festival week at King's, and he'll have to whip his new team into shape so they can deliver 400 three-course meals to paying customers. As the first orders come in, they start to understand how important it is to have order in the kitchen.
I'm only going to show you how to make the soup once, and then I don't want to do it again, okay? I'm not here to do this, you guys are, okay?
So what have they learned from the experience?
Now I can actually learn how to cook for my parents, because before they just cooked for me, now I can cook for them, so it's good.
I thought it's been amazing, really enjoyed it.
The skills they've picked up under Mark's tuition could last them a lifetime. But the proof of the pudding, or the game pie, is in the eating. So what do the diners think of their lunch?
Bill, I didn't realise they were students. I said, I presume the food's come out really good, really enjoyed it, and so restaurant quality, so really pleased.
I think they've done a fantastic job. They really have. No, it's very, very good.
It's an alien environment, the kitchen, for most people, especially young people, because you have to work hard and fast and accurately. And when someone gives you an instruction, you can't go, you've just got to get on with it straight away. But they responded very well. I think by the end of it, they're going to be really, really impressive little cooks.
A great result for the teenagers. And Mark, who is slowly recovering by spending plenty of time on his own in a field with hundreds of cartridges.